Good morning, everybody. Today's video might not even be able to be uploaded depending on, how things go. So, as we all know, June 1st is now notoriously known as Pride Month, as you can see over there. You're going to start seeing this everywhere. You're going to see logos change and people will be waving it. There's probably going to be parades everywhere. And every year, personally, not even before we get into the biblical stuff, but personally, I kind of take a little bit of sadness with this because June is my birthday month, and not only do I have to wait until like the actual day to kind of have enough like happiness to ignore all of this stuff, which it doesn't, it bothers me, but I don't let it get to me. So it's just when it gets to my actual birthday, I feel like, okay, now it's my birthday. But like when June starts, all I can think of is just hearing all of the same stuff over and over and over again. And I'm honestly getting tired of everybody making it seem like this is okay, it's right, and there's like it's not. I mean, it is a sin. You have multiple Bible verses that speak indirectly and directly to this. So we back in the second chapter of Genesis. I have them pulled up right here just for reference because I knew I was going to forget all of them because there's so many. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and mother and hold fast his wife, and they shall become one flesh. So that's kind of like an indirect one towards it, but it says wife. Okay, then you have a couple that we're actually going to be getting to in Leviticus. I was going to be doing the reading along with this video, but I feel like I'm going to be talking too long and I don't want to make it a super long video. So I'll be doing the reading probably for tomorrow. But in actually tomorrow's video and then in a couple days video, there are two different ones that talk about it. So tomorrow's video you'll hear, you shall not lie with a male as with a woman, it is an abomination. And then in Leviticus 20 in a couple days, if a man lies with a male as with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. So it says the same thing. It's directly talking about if a man lies with a man as if he would a woman. All right, so there's a lot more. I mean, just go look it up. But this is my other problem that I have right now with things. And this is actually kind of worse than I think. When you have companies, okay, I think of companies as they only care about money. So they don't care what cause they're backing, whether or not it's this Pride Month or whatever else that they're going to do. They're going to do whatever they can to make money. Okay, so that's going to be a company. I have very little hope that they will stop doing this until it becomes more beneficial for them to stop doing it. The issue I have with certain things is that they are corrupting people's minds to start believing this as true. My proof is if you go into any search engine that you want, I was using Google Chrome. All I did was type, Bible verses against homosexuality. That was it. Simple enough search. You would not believe the hoops that I had to jump through. There was no like automatic like fill in the blank when it started to realize what I was typing. Okay. But you want to talk about anything contrary. As soon as I type in here, I'll do it right now. Bible verses. First thing that pops up, Bible verses 4, and all I got to was HOMO, and the only thing it fills in is homosexuality, which might be the only word possible, but it pops up. If you replace that 4 with against, nothing. I type in the same thing, HOMO. It says Bible verses against homophobia. So even the search engines, I mean, they just have these little things where they're making people think that they're guiding how you think and what you think is right and what you should accept. Not going based off the Bible whatsoever. I mean, one quick search that you actually type out the words because, today's people probably don't bother finishing typing out anything. They just see what fills in the blank and they're like, oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'll press on that. If you type out the words yourself, you will get numerous. I mean, this is just the top 10 that I've found that talk about it, but there were a lot more. I also did one for like people for like transgenderism, which was another thing that I had to type out all the way and it didn't fill it in for me. Got one about that had like 100 different verses about that. I'm not going to talk about every little thing because they've made so many. There's so many different letters going on with this flag now. And it's just, it's one, it's insane to try to keep track of, but two, it's not right. Okay, it's very frustrating to be told time and again that we are homophobes because one, that's the fear of something when it's a phobe or a phobia. And honestly, I don't fear anybody that is fitting under this multicolored flag. um it I just am so disappointed that we have come so far to make this seem like it's natural and right and okay. Now, I'm coming on a little strong with that because I'm kind of letting out a little bit of my frustration with it. But the good news is that this, like any other sin, is forgiven if you ask for it. So it's never too late to turn your life around. So if you're watching this and you know somebody, don't give up on them. Okay? They're not past saving. They can always say I was wrong and come back to it. Come back to the church and God and everything. Okay? So please don't have hate. That is something that I also don't agree with because I don't hate anybody who LGBTQNMNOP. That's my joke because there's plus at the end, so I just kind of say whatever letters that I don't think are in there yet. Don't hate them, love them because that's what we're supposed to do, but it is not right, all right? There's a difference between loving somebody and hating them, and just because we disagree with what they're doing doesn't mean we hate them, all right? This is, I forgot to put this one up there, but that's the rainbow that we were supposed to get and we got, and it was originally made as a promise for us. Okay, that was also back in Genesis, and then that kind of completes the triangle, which there you go, triangle trinity. It's biblical, but that's just kind of a fun coincidence or divine intervention if you want to call it that, because I've heard somebody say that there is no such thing as a coincidence. It's God's way of telling you something. Excuse me. So rainbow is associated with Noah. Hello, me. I'm Noah. If you didn't know that, my birthday's in June 6/14. That's my actual birthday, June 14th. So get ready to wish me a happy birthday in 2 weeks. But you go to Genesis 6:14, it is smack dab in the middle of the story of Noah. So there is a triangle there for me that I've always been very proud of, that I was named after Noah in the Bible. He has Genesis 6 as his story, so 6 is the month of June, 6/14 is my birthday. Like it just all connects. So this is a very important month for me because it has significant meaning in a biblical way. And I'm just really getting tired of everybody telling me and every Christian who knows that this is wrong that it's not, and we need to accept it. And then companies are saying, yes, look at me, we have now a how many colors, 8, 11 different colors in there, flag on our logo for a month, and then it's going to go away. And people will react. You'll have thousands of reactions on Facebook. People will argue about it. I don't even bother with it. Go back to the Bible, okay? Just look in there. And if you don't believe in the Bible, then you have, unfortunately, more important things to deal with than wondering if it's right or wrong to be gay or transgender or, oh my goodness, whatever else there is, okay? All right, so that's kind of the rant. And like I said, I don't do this because I'm angry and I hate everybody who believes that this flag is correct. I just think it's disappointing. I see it everywhere, and the following that it has, the popularity that it has gotten over the last decade, I mean, you see it everywhere on TV now, and it's very disheartening. That's the word I should be using. Disappointing. It is a little bit upsetting just that it's being pushed as this, like, you're wrong if you don't believe in this. And that's the other thing, is like, you have to believe in this or you're the ignorant, again, homophobe or something. So just know that there are people out there. Like I said, this video might not even get, it might say that I'm coming out with hate speech or something, which I have clearly stated in this that I do not hate these people. I love them. They are made just like I was made. Okay? If they go and repent and turn their heart to Jesus, and you will be saved. Okay? It's never too late to do that until you die. All right. We're coming up on the 10-minute mark. There's so much more that I can talk about. I can go on forever for it, and I don't want to, because I do want this to be a mostly positive channel. But the thing that trumps positivity is truth and fact, and that's the Bible. So that's why I'm making this video. We'll be back to our normal readings tomorrow. And like I said, I'm already at 10 minutes, so I'm sorry I didn't combine this with the actual reading for today. But, this is something that's actually been on my mind for a while. I wanted to do this, and now I finally have made the social platform to kind of talk about it. So don't take this the wrong way. I don't want people arguing in the comments about this or at all. So love each other, definitely, but also know what's right and what's wrong. Okay? All right, I'll leave you guys with that, and hopefully this June things will start changing back to a more God-focused country and everything else. All right? So I'm just trying to do my little part of it. But hope you guys all have a good Saturday. We are having our ice cream social, I guess you can call it. We're just passing out popsicles later this morning at noon. If you want to stop by, it's Gethsemane in Lakewood, Ohio. So have a great Saturday, and remember, just love each other, but also remember what is correct.